how to rank higher locally when you don't want to display your address. Hey, what is up? It is Ryan with Longcrack, and today's question comes from Willard Wood, and he asked just that: how to get your business to rank higher on Google when you do not want to display your physical address. So, I get it. I've heard all the reasoning behind it. You know, you don't want people knowing where your equipment is. They could potentially come and steal it. You'd have angry customers come to the house, blah, 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 crazy people. I understand it. But at the end of the day, like 95% of businesses display their address publicly. Most of them rely on people coming to their physical location. Obviously, we don't. But I've always just used mine, but I understand why you don't want to. So I will answer the question, and it's not really that big of a deal, although it is going to be slightly detrimental. It's just, there's no way around it. It's going to be slightly detrimental if you are not willing to display your address. But the bottom line is that Google and Bing allow you to submit your actual physical address to them, and you can tell them not to display it to the public. So you do that in Bing Places, and you do it inside of Google My Business. So those are the two places where you would enter your address to get your website fully connected to Google My Business and Bing Places, and just say, hey, don't display the address. So it's really easy fix, and so they'll know where you are, but it's not going to actually have like the option for someone to click for directions to get to your business, which at the end of the day does not matter because people do not need to come to your business. So after you have done that, and you can actually get a Google My Business if you don't have a website, so I'd recommend get your Google My Business no matter what. But the next tip to rank in like the local pack or just local search results is going to help is a Google My Business. Like your Google My Business page, like Google is putting a lot of time and energy into this. They have recently over the past couple months. They want you using their stuff. So definitely hop on your Google My Business and fully populate everything. The thing I see overlooked a lot on these is the services. Like it's just a little line item, like you click it and it gives you the option to add all of your services, to categorize them. You could categorize lawn care services, landscaping services, hardscaping services, snow removal, etc. So segment them out and then itemize individual services. So you got lawn mowing, you have leaf removal, you have pruning, spring cleanup, fall cleanup, and so on. You know what I'm saying? List every single service and then put a lot of words on those in those descriptions of those services, so that Google has more to work with. Like that is on their platform. There is no way they're gonna miss it. So definitely get your Google My Business whipped into shape. Set your area. If you had a radius selected, when they did all the changes, the radius thing went away. So you need to go back in and tell Google you want to rank, you provide your service in these counties, in these cities, in these zip codes, whatever, however you want to break that down, but the whole radius around your business is gone. So if you had that set, they currently have no information. So definitely hop on there and make sure if you aren't sure. But fully populate everything, get at least 10 pictures on there. Make sure you upload them with good file names. Don't use the file names coming out of your camera, IMG underscore, random numbers and stuff. That's no good. Name it something like lawn mowing in X city, whatever. That's all just kind of easy stuff you can do. And then the next thing is going to be, if you actually do have a website, which obviously I 100% recommend, make sure you at least have all the basic stuff done as far as like page titles, meta descriptions, headers, alt tags, optimize your images, give your images good file names on your website too. Get schema markup on your website. That's getting a little more technical, but not really, especially with WordPress. Just use a plugin. But get all the technical stuff. Like you are trying to give the algorithm, Google's computer algorithm, it's searching for technical data. So you need to get that technical data onto your site. So some of it's just having keywords and phrases worked into your headers and the paragraph text on your website. but then you can get a lot more with your alt tags and your schema markup and stuff like that. So definitely do all that basic stuff. And then Google reviews. Like you're on Google's platform again, no way they can miss it. Get Google reviews. Ask your customers to leave you a Google review, and we actually are rolling out this new review fetching program, something that Optimize is going to offer. If you're interested, it's going to be very effective on collecting reviews, and it's going to minimize anybody that's trying to leave a 3-star or below, or you could even say 4-star below. I do the 3-star below, but it'll remind them, it'll ask them nicely, etc., etc. And if they leave your review, it'll take them off the thing. They won't get notified anymore, but it'll kind of stay on top of them until they do it, and it'll direct them to where you want your review. Obviously, Google's #1, and then Facebook, and then Yelp, but potentially you want to get them on Thumbtack and Home Advisor and Angie's List and all these different places over time. And then citation building. So citations are where your business is listed elsewhere on the internet, where you have like a little business profile type deal. So this is going to be places like Hot Frog, Monta, Axiom, Localese, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, on and on and on. So I'll put a link in the description of where you can learn more about that. But you like the majority of these are free, and you really don't have to pay for any of them, I don't believe. So you just make your free listing, make sure you populate your website information, so it's kind of linking that listing to your website, so that's very clear to everyone. And then make sure everything is consistent on those sites as far as name, address, phone. But then if you have if you can put in hours, make sure your hours are displayed exactly the same everywhere across the web, and stuff like that. The only thing you really want to vary on these citation listings is the descriptions of stuff. You don't really want to just copy and paste your descriptions, change the words around a little bit, so it's doesn't look so copy and paste. But everything as far as hours, name, phone, all that kind of stuff, like that should be the same, because there should be no variance in that. So really that's really it. You know what I'm saying, to get your business to rank. And then, having a website that ranks is one thing. Having a website that converts people that land on your website into clients is a whole another thing. So you want to make sure it looks good, it's fast, make sure it looks good on mobile. I've ran into a couple sites recently that look good on a computer screen. You get them on mobile and you're like, yikes. So make sure it's looking good on all different types of screen sizes, and you should be good to go. So I hope that clarified some things. I'd love to hear anything anybody else knows that is helping them rank locally in their market. And until the next video, keep making money.